Hi, I'm Jeff from Traxstech, and we'd like to introduce our new Downrigger for 2012. As a lot of guys know, we bought Vector Corporation out. Been revamping this unit for the last 2 years. Worked on fixing up a lot of the mechanical components on all the aluminum products that go into this thing. Complete aluminum setup, aluminum spools, rod holders, boom arm assemblies. Improved the roller mount out the front. Put into a heavier new motor on here, and probably our pride and joy is we put a new digital controller system on here. So we have auto up, auto down built into it, soft stops up, soft stops down, and complete individual digital control panel any direction you want to go. If you're going down, you type in the number, hit the auto down, and I can go work on setting up a dipsy diver. So just really user-friendly unit that can help out all the guys for our charter fishing, tournament fishing, our guys that are really serious and want a really good quality unit. Like I said, everything's aluminum, stainless steel components, electronic digital controller to help you out for your fishing time so that you can be a bit more productive while you're on the water. Okay, here's how the unit works. You're going to come on your boat in the morning. You're going to hold your power button down for 3 seconds. As you can see, we have a fully lighted LED backlit keypad on there, a lighted screen. Our screen shows up and says set your auto stop. This is your auto stop up for the rest of the day. So you actually put your cannonball on, attach it to your cable, lower the ball over the water side. You come in your manual mode, and you are doing a visual right now. You're lowering the cannonball down into the water. Our manual side's an override for all the buttons and a creeper mode on here. So we manually lower it down into the water. We push our set button. We set our auto stop on here. Now the controller asks us set our auto down. We want to go fish at 56 feet. We type in 56 on the screen. We push the auto down button, and the computer automatically starts off, and we run down to 56 feet. So we have a targeted depth of where we want to go. The top counter is always telling us exactly where we're at right now while it's counting. It says an arrow that we're going down, and we have soft stops built into it. So as you can see, we're going to cut power right now, and we're slowing the whole deal down. So when the cannonball goes to the bottom, it's not slamming on the boom end out there. It's not beating up on the cables. You're not losing probes. You're not losing cannonballs. Gets to there, it stops. We have a redundant dual counter system, so we go to 56, 56. If we're patrolling at 56 feet and we see some fish down at 62, we can either manually lower it down to 62 feet, and if we did that and we caught a fish, we hit our auto button up, it automatically is going to reset the targeted depth to 63 feet now on the counter, so you don't have to continually watch and see what we were at or remember it. It's just going to show up right on the screen. Or if you say, hey, I'm at 56 and I want to go to 85, you can simply type in 85, and the controller calculates the difference from where you're at, and it's going to run you right down to 85 feet. So you can set it up on there. She'll dial right in, nice and slow. So all of our keys on this side, 1 through 0 works on here with our auto up or down. You just type in the number you want. You got to run it to the up mode or the down mode, whichever direction you want the weight to go. The manual side's our creeper mode. We manually can move this thing up and down just to real slowly contour the bottom of the shelf on the lake. We can move it down here. We can manually go back down to a little bit further. We're seeing fish at 90 feet. Hit the auto button up. It's telling us it's going to return to our 0 that we previously set when we first turned the unit on. It takes off very fast. We pull a 12-pound ball at 310 feet a minute, a 14-pound weight at 285 feet a minute, and we pull a 20-pound weight at 260 feet a minute. So you can see the soft stops are coming up now. She slowly comes up to 0, and your counter will read 0 here at the top, and it will read your current depth where we are at down here on the bottom line of 90 feet. So you're set and ready to go. You set your bait back out, clip it onto your release, lower the weight back down in there, push the auto down button, and she's going to run you right back down to 90 feet, and you're going to be ready to fish again. We're going to do that real quick, get down to 90 feet, and I'll show you the last function of what the controller is going to do for you. In this controller, we have redundant counting systems, so we are counting magnets on hull sensors. We're counting the revolutions, and we're counting loops in our software, so we have a very good accurate way of counting. We're within about 6 inches every 100 feet on our depth. We have 400 feet of stainless steel cable on this unit. That's what they're all coming with. Lifetime warranty on the whole entire unit. limited lifetime. If you smash into the dock with your arm, it's kind of your fault. But any of our components, our computer, our screen, our keypad, our software, lifetime warranty on everything. So we're at 90 feet now. We want to go into a jig feature. We push the jig feature, push the enter button, and the screen now asks us, how high do we want to jig? 1 through 9 feet. Well, we want to jig 5 feet high. Push the enter button. How long do we want to jig? 1 through 9 minutes. We want to jig 1 minute. We want this to be giving our bait some fast action on here. Pull this thing up, push our mode, tells us we're in our jigging mode. It's going to start at 90s, our bottom depth. We're kind of contouring the bottom of the lake. It's going to pull us up to 85 feet. It's going to hold it there for 1 minute. It's going to go back down to 90 feet, hold it there for 1 minute, come back up to 85. It's a complete loop cycle. But you could actually program those numbers in 1 through 9 feet on the height or how long you actually want it to jig. You're in that mode. It's going back down to 90 feet for us right now. It'll stay in that. You're done jigging. I caught a fish. Hit any key on the keypad, turns the jig mode off. It tells you, hey, I'm sitting at 90 feet. Are we going to continue fishing, or are we going to come back up and change baits and be ready to go? You're going to come back up, change baits, put something else on if we didn't catch a fish. Like I said, all lit keypad, lit screen on there, and the computer does all the work for us. On here is a 3 inches tall. Downrigger mounts right to it. All stainless steel bearing system inside here. Slides into our track, or we have different type of bases that'll mount. So if you already have a different brand downrigger on and you're looking to upgrade, or if you have a boat that already had the holes that were previously mounted to downrigger, we have the plate that'll allow you to take your old one off, and we can match up to any brand downrigger that was currently hard mounted to your boat, or our standard plate that goes in there allows our downrigger to slide in and out of our track. Take it right off the boat, unplug it, and you can stow it in your truck or down inside your boat. So in the unit, the swivel base is included into it. We machine an aluminum base plate, which actually utilizes a plate that we can mount our rod holder setup to, our 2 boom pivot blocks, our center boom, and then we also do have a real heavy duty motor riser support right here on the side that we machine out of solid aluminum. So we're supporting the actual motor from the bottom of the gearbox housing with 4 stainless 1/4-20 screws built right into the bottom side. And then in our downrigger boom system, we have all solid aluminum that we machine out of the boom. She snaps up and locks into place for a real compact design into the front. The cable comes out the bottom of our spool, runs out to our pulley, and our pulley system out here is a double roller system that our line runs through our Delrin pulley at the top and then comes out underneath our aluminum pulley at the end. So anytime the line is rolling, it's constantly rolling on a pulley that has a bearing in the middle of it. So your line's not wearing or getting pinched inside there. The arms here allow us to have rod holders that lift and turn. So our rod holders that come with this are all 360 degrees with teeth mounted inside there, and then our rod holder on the sides, we can actually one-handed pull them out, lock them into a next position. So when you're running your downriggers, you can run your rods nice and flat, get Dipsy Diver rod holders over the top of them when a fish goes off. And our spool that mounts on the side, shaft direct drive out of a gearbox motor. We do have a really smooth clutch drag system on here. We put our weight on, tighten up our drag system on here, holds our weight, and then if you were in an emergency, the drag system would kick in, allow the line to be pulled out. If you got hooked up on the bottom or on a net or some rocks, that would pull out until you could get back here, cut the cable or shut everything off and back up and try and retrieve the weight out of there. We've got a stainless clip on here so you can't lose any of your drag components out the side. Like I said, we went to a larger diameter wheel. We get 400 feet of stainless steel cable comes standard with the unit. And when everything is all said and done, the rod holders all pull up, locks right in, and we end up with an all aluminum machined. We machined all the components ourselves, all on CNC machining center, so our accuracy's there. Everything's shop peened with our textured finish for longevity. We anodize all the components. They're all aluminum, so everything's anodized in here so that we get a really good longevity and nice surface finishes out of them. So when we shop peen and anodize our rod holders or the components on any of this stuff, we don't get any water marks, dirt marks. It hides a lot of the scratches. So no matter what you have, you're always going to scratch a part, but this actually has been used for already 1 season on these rod holders, and you basically can't see any scratches. Or into our tracks, you can see these have been mounted on this cabinet at a lot of shows right now for years, and you show little tiny screw marks in there, that's it. So by sliding all your components in and out of there, that's what our surface finish does for us. kind of specialized. That's our signature textured finish. We're the only ones that offer it. And like I said, brand new for 2012. Very fast motors. We listened to whatever all of our customers wanted. They wanted auto stops up, so we added the auto stop down feature for them. And in that just gives them a little bit more control with their cannonballs. They don't lose any cannonballs going down or coming up, that nothing can hit the pulley and break off. They're not losing expensive probe units on there. And the best of all is it can allow you to actually go over and set the downrigger, let the downrigger get down to the proper depth while you're working on setting another downrigger on the boat or a dipsy diver. It makes it so if you're fishing one or two people in a boat, a little more effective, so that you don't have to be paying attention so close to that unit. Or if you're a tournament fisherman or a charter captain on a boat, that you are up and running and you might not need a mate on there the same day, or if you're short-handed, you can actually go and this unit should help improve your effectiveness on the boat that day. So we appreciate it. Thank you very much.